Hey, in this episode, I want to talk about how to promote your music to press and get the attention of press in the media on your new album or EP. Let's do this. I spent the last 14 years playing over 1,000 shows, touring 22 different countries, and become a top 40 Billboard charting artist. I fired my record label to go out on my own as an independent artist to market and release my own music, selling thousands of albums and millions of streams. The question I always get is, how did I do it without a label and sell even more music? This podcast is here to show you the way. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share marketing strategies to grow my music business and a loyal fan base. So hey guys, we just did a Fanbase University call and it was awesome. And if you're not a member of Fanbase University, you got to get on these calls, on these coaching calls, because they're so amazing and there's just so many cool artists and we're just learning. I don't know, it just pumps me up helping you guys. I always get jacked up. It's like one of my favorite nights or days when I get to coach you guys and answer all your questions and just show you how to do this stuff and what I'm learning. And I hope it's been helpful. And if you can do me a huge favor, make sure to like, comment on this podcast or video, wherever you're watching this. But the question was, how do you get attention of the press in the media, and when do you start promoting your new album and sending out a press release and stuff like that? And what I ended up doing I ended up just sharing my screen during our call, and I just showed you my press release and kind of went through it and whatnot in details and had my album cover in there and the headlines and, just the kind of two little stories and different angles for media, and made sure my photos were attached in all the MP3s, and so that, if someone did want to write an article about me, they had easy access to my press photos, the music, and anything else that they need, your logo. Because you got to think about this, right? Like if you're trying to get the press and the media to check you out, you got to have your press kit ready, right? And that's your photo, that's a music video, that's all that stuff I just talked about. And what you do is you put just a Dropbox link or a link to an area where, a possible journalist or whoever's writing about you or interviewing you can easily get those files. Normally, when you hire a publicist or something like that, they'll ask you for this too, and they'll put a little promo kit together that, these different people can download easily. But I normally just put it as a link at the bottom of my press release so that they can easily access it. But if you want to start getting press and media, first of all, and I was so proud of this member because they've been listening, and he even said, hey, I know I'm supposed to send this out months ahead. Like I know I'm not supposed to do it last minute, which made me so happy to hear, because, you're not supposed to be like, hey, my album's coming out this Friday. Can I hire you to promote it? And it's like, dude, like this Friday, like you're just thinking about this now. You need to be thinking months in advance and getting that press and building those relationships and getting those reviews. And what they call them is a pre-release copy, or before it comes out, a preview copy before it's actually available, so that they can review it. And they do this with books and all kinds of different things that come out. It's kind of like the pre-release, and so people can write about it, and that's how you get the testimonials for books. Well, it's the same thing with CDs. People get a preview copy but before it comes out. And so this is why you need to be hitting up people months in advance so that they can have time to review it and say yes. Because, do you think magazines are putting their articles or planning their stuff last minute? Any of the big ones are always planning their stories and the articles and the albums and the music that they want to talk about way ahead. They have writers, they have different people that interview and schedule these things months in advance so that they can plan. And the fact that you show up, that look, you're planning way in advance, it just shows how professional you are, okay? So I was so happy that they said that, but I was saying, hey, when you're emailing these people, you want to keep it so short and to the point, and I've said this before, but I want to just keep hitting it. Like, you just want to be like, hey, my name's this, I have an album coming out in a few months on here, can I send you a preview copy to be considered for a review or an interview or to get featured and have a story? This person's got a really cool story, and you keep it really short and to the point. Like, none of this long, multiple paragraphs, okay? That's the quickest way to get deleted. No attachments. You always send links. You do not ever attach big files. First of all, there's more of a chance it'll land in spam. Second of all, nobody likes getting big attachments sent to them. It's just one way to get them they just get ticked off and just frustrated, and it just shows that, you don't have your stuff necessarily together, okay? So that's that. You want to follow up with them, okay? Just because you sent one email doesn't mean your job is done. That's one of the biggest mistakes we make as artists and just people. We give up too soon. Oh, I sent an email. Oh, I sent another email. They still didn't respond. Well, did you hit them up anywhere else? Did you hit them up on LinkedIn? Did you hit them up on Facebook? Did you find their Twitter, Instagram profile? Did you stalk them a little bit for that interview? Okay, and you be cool about it and you space it out, weeks apart. Hey, just wanted to follow up. Sorry to bother you. And then if you can't get a hold of them, you try to get a hold of their assistant. You try and come at it from a different angle. You try and get someone that's worked with them to do an intro for you. You go to your friend, hey, Mike, I know you've worked with this person. Do you think you could send an email introduction for me? I'd appreciate it so much, man. Thank you. And you email a buddy, okay? Or a girlfriend, whatever it is, you just ask them to intro you, because sometimes people are just busy, and then other times they don't know you, but all of a sudden it comes through someone that they've worked with and had a good experience. And this is, again, why relationships are so important, that, you want to have someone refer you. Because, like, if you were trying to hit up someone that I know and they don't know you and they're just not responding, but then all of a sudden, Manifest comes in with an email and says, hey, man, dude, you got to check out this guy's stuff. I know they're trying to work with you. You need to work with them. Oh, okay, Manifest, because you said so. I'm going to go check them out now. And, like, instant credibility. And this is, again, why just relationships are just so important when it comes to that stuff. Just being smart, being creative. And one of the other ways to do this is sending a package in the mail. There's someone I was trying to get a hold of, and they were kind of too busy. They didn't give me the full brush of the shoulder, but they were kind of like, hey, hit us up every couple months. Well, I had already shipped the package to them of 2 of my skateboard USB keys, okay? And I followed up in a few weeks and said, hey, just want to check in. Just also wanted to make sure you got those. Did you get those skateboard USB keys? Well, they responded to me like, yeah, we did. They're so awesome. Thank you so much. And I said, cool. Well, I said, hey, I'm going to be in town in a month again. I'm here right now, but, I don't want to bother you last minute, but I'll be in this time here. I'd love to meet up with you guys. And what did they say? They said yes. And they said no kind of the first time, or just, kind of not right now. But I just kept on, putting my name out there and just getting in there, and the door's opening up now. Again, I hope that encourages you that, like, even me, I'm trying to open up certain doors, and you just got to be smart about it and try different angles. I might ship them some Starbucks gift certificates or something like that, or some, just to kind of keep showing up on their radar and saying, hey, look forward to meeting up with you guys, coffee's on me or something like that. And here's 2 Starbucks cards, you know what I mean? Like, just trying to have fun with it, and, just realize these are real people. At the end of the day, these are all real people that you're trying to work with. They're not robots. They're not just press people or radio people or whoever people. They're real humans on the other end. And if we want to get reviewed and we want people to look at our stuff, we need to be cool with them, Treat them like friends. Treat them like the way you'd want to be treated. So again, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe on this podcast, or if you're watching this on YouTube or wherever. I appreciate it so much. And I just want to remind you, a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits. So don't quit. Hey, thanks so much for listening. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and also leave a comment or a review and let me know how I've helped you or what other topics you want me to cover on this podcast. I always read them, and it always inspires me to hear your story. And also, if you need more music marketing help, or you just need more coaching, or you need your questions answered in a deeper way, I have a coaching program called Fanbase University. Go to fanbaseuniversity.com to sign up, because on the 12th and 24th of every month, I answer all your questions, coaching my students, plus you get access to exclusive video training on how to market your music and grow your fan base. Go to fanbaseuniversity.com and start your trial today, and I look forward to helping you grow your career. Cheers.